Today, it is the Colts versus the Ravens. Alright, let's go behind the scenes for the Colts.
Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
Raymond, Cross, and Tanner get the upgrades. Let's check out the Ravens. John Harbaugh and the Ravens. He helped make Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson was a contributing factor in John Harbaugh. They have a questionable relations. Do they get along? Do they like each other? Are they tired? I don't know. There are rumors flying around. Note, boom, 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 boom. 68 gets the upgrade. Congratulations, number 68. The Ravens have one slot open for free agency. Don't know if they'll pick him now or wait. But we'll find out. Alright, let's get on with the game. Colts and the Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens. as the kickoff will begin.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as a quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. He's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's caught out at the 30, and not before picking up 8. And it looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
Who does he think he is? Lamar Jackson? Oh no, he doesn't. Well, where is Lamar Jackson? Sitting on the bench, not feeling very happy with the head coach. There's tension. There's tension in the air. No tabacho, bacha capacho. Tafajitas are serving on the grill.
It's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing is new. It's complete. They're down behind the 4. It's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Leary. It's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the ground, this is Terry Campbell. That's right down around the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll throw with Leary. He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He's got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And the Ravens strike first and three's in. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason, but here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And how about this young man? And this is one of those times when coaches have told us, hey, everyone gets a chance to earn an opportunity, and you didn't really believe them. Well, it's true here. He's been one of the surprises of training camp, and now they're giving him his shot to be their starting quarterback.
Throwing to start the drive. That throw behind his man. He missed it, incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. That's all he had to pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again for Taylor, running right side. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Leonard. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the 1st and 2. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds true, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they threw him up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. This throw complete. Nearly picked off. And this pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so it dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there with 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Sanchez on the punt here as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get There's the check on. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. To throw is here. The Colts are going to get it. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Leonard. They're looking deep here for Flowers. It's intercepted. He set himself behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play.
Didn't feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-and-out count or late get behind. Your coaches always tell you, get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Back to throw. Leonard. He's sacked back on the 28. Definitely showing off the pass rush skills. It's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try to take you out of there.
Now fell incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. This pass left side to Downs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16, but then they're maybe short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And his kick is gone. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now we'll take this and run. That's a great run short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Henry out of the pistol. Final inside, up in the air. Not out there for first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And he leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. This first down is able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. First down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
In motion left, Bateman. Throwing now, Leary. Looking for Bateman's got it complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Leary now going to look to throw. He's got no complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 37. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
Nice run here early on, and it took a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy his caliber runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3.
Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the gain. He's able to break to 1 scrimmage, getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. The option, here's Henry. He's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try to run for the first one. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step on the line. Nice work to get settled out of that, and it's 2nd down.
What I like about that play, he didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry. He's going nowhere. He's going to lose yardage here in a big way. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. A 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see defender his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz. Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Just a desperation heave, and it's intercepted. Gio with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jeff carrying it out for Derrick Henry. Looking right here as he's got it inside the 20, down to 17. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Stopped after the game early. Down the 15-yard line.
That big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Leary. He's got it to score. That's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Henry up the middle. That's the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Let's run right through. He's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.